Welcome back, everyone. It's Kirok here. Welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft tutorial series. And on this episode, guys, we're going to build a double extended piston system, just like the last couple episodes, but this one's going to be a piston system that extends downwards. So it's pretty cool. So probably a little bit more complicated than any of the other ones we've done in the series. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin by placing a platform too high up above the ground, so these aren't needed. And it's going to be too wide, so it will look like that. The diamond block, or the block we want to move, will go here, but I'll place it later on. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place a block here and a block here. Just for now, let's do this, because we're going to have to get our pistons in place. We'll place one piston and the other piston right behind the other. So these aren't needed at the moment. So the next step is putting in, actually there's a couple more blocks. One goes there and the other one goes there. And those blocks are needed to power this piston. At the back here, we're going to have basically one block there and one block there. And then we're also going to have a half slab that bridges the gap between these two blocks one lower level. The reason we're doing that is because we're going to have a redstone repeater here with one setting set to the repeater itself. Now the other repeaters, there's going to be two more. One goes here, but we don't adjust the settings, and the other one goes here into that piston, and again we don't adjust the settings. Now we're going to be placing, actually let's place the switch that triggers everything, and that's going to go there. And we're going to place the redstone. The redstone goes one, actually, nope, my mistake. One here and one here. And then we'll also have a line that goes from here down to here into this repeater. There will be a torch here and a torch here. You see that triggered the lower piston. But we also need a redstone dust in this spot here, and you'll notice that reversed the actual current, causing the piston to retract. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the entire setup, so the last piece is the block that we want to double extend. And put that into place. Now with the switch here, we should see a double extension down, just as you saw. And if I click the switch again, or the lever, there you go, you see it pull back up. So this is pretty cool. I was actually trying to tackle the problem of making my own double extended piston down, but I just couldn't figure it out. And sure enough, this design I got off of Mumbo Jumbo's YouTube channel. He had it in there, which is actually really amazing. So when you're doing what you're doing with this lever, you're extending it down. So what's happening is this. Power is being sent into this block, sucked out of this block by this repeater and into this block, and that in turn lights up these two redstone dusts, which fires off of this piston. But at the same time, while that's happening, when I flick this lever, this dust picks up power, and then the power gets transmitted through into this repeater here, which in turn puts it into this block. And because it's happening up at the top too, this guy here turns off, and what happens is that momentary blip, this is essentially kind of like a pulse limiter. This redstone torch here gets a small tiny blip of power, and that power goes into here. So watch when I turn it off, you'll actually see it. If you keep your eye on that real close, let's see if I can get a better angle like that, you'll actually see it on this repeater and this redstone torch. Let's go back over here. There, that's good. Can I reach? Yep. Only when I retract. You see that? So what that's doing is one piston's going down, the other one is being pushed down, and when you cut off power, this piston gets pulled up, which pulls up this piston, and when this piston hits here, that little blip is what allows this to extend down and pull the block back up. So it's a pretty cool system. It works perfectly. Really like it. And you could have something like lights pop out of the ceiling. Then again, the lights would still be exposed, so it might not be that great. But what you could do is if you had a ceiling and say, let's go in here, grab, say, a workbench, and you wanted the workbench to pop out from the top, you could have that hidden. So it looks like a regular wooden ceiling. See that? And then when I actually go pop, it'll pop down right into play, and I can use it. And then when I don't need it, of course, I would reroute the cabling for that. But that is a double extended piston system that is in vertical form, pushing whatever object we want to push in down, or down in that axis. I'm not even sure which axis it is, X or Y. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial on setting up a vertical piston system. And I will see you guys again next time. So have a great day. Bye for now. Alright guys, there's just a little bit of fooling around there. So this method works, but it is completely and totally, what's the word I'm looking for? Inefficient.